Hi everybody, finally back again. Well, it took about a month and a half, but I finally got my valves. The first set I ordered were from Thailand, and they were extremely wrong. So if anybody's looking for a set of C95 valves, I got a full set. I'm not gonna bother sending them back because they took too long to get. I finally have the correct ones. Now, my 4 bad exhaust valves. Got my grinding compound. Now, I can finally seat my valves. I just need to determine which one of my intake valves is the best. But in this video, I'm going to show you the way that I seat valves. I don't know everybody else does it, but this way has seemed to work out pretty good for me. Let's get grinding compound. I just use a drill at a low speed, a piece of gas line. Fits on the valve nice. It seems to create a nice seat in there for them. I'm going to do that and make sure they're seated good. I determined I'm going to use these two. And these are the ones that came out of the other head I ordered that had the bent exhaust valve. Get my camera to focus. These are the ones that were in my bike. It's hard to see, but they actually dip in instead of being smooth. Pretty close to those. Alright, we're going to set this up and start smoothing them out. I buy these. It's only like $5 or so. Start out with coarse, move over to fine. It'll be very effective on these little engines. Alright, so got everything opened. So we're going to start with coarse. Doesn't take much. A little bit in here. Now when you do this, make sure you keep the valves where you've seated them. So once I do this side, that valve's going to stay. Same with that side. And I want to swap them so they might not seat properly. I usually spin it until it pushes all the compound out of the edges. Clean it up a little. And we move on to our fine grade. Make sure you stay using the same valve. I'm only putting a little bit of pressure on it with my finger. Put too much, grind too deep. Clean that up real nice. Now, go through and do it with the other three. Alright, now my valves are ground down. It's always a good idea to flush it out after. Keep in mind this stuff is pretty much a liquid metal. I'll make sure the engine's good and clean after that. Otherwise you'll just be introducing a lot of metal shavings in there. Right now they look pretty good. Seem to be sealing nice. Next step would be getting the springs and everything back on. We're fully submerging the head to get any small particles out, because I did blast this with a acorn blaster, so there's some wood stuff in there. But that'll be it for tonight. Until next time, have a good night.